Federer, Nadal, Djokovic. 10 greatest male tennis players of all time ranked. Roger Federer, Novak Djokovic, Rafael Nadal. 3 of tennis all-time greats have been entertaining us on the courts for years now, with fans debating who is the best. How They Play have compiled their list of the top 10 tennis players of all time. So with Wimbledon just around the corner, what better time to take a look at the list? 10. Ken Rosewall and Andre Agassi. The pair are tied on this list, with Ken Rosewall boasting an impressive 133 career titles including 8 Grand Slam triumphs, including 4 at his home Grand Slam in Australia, winning it at the age of 37. Andre Agassi is next on this list with 8 Grand Slam titles too. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2011 and can boast over $31 million in prize money. 9. John McEnroe. The 1999 Hall of Famer is the next player on this list. Boasting over 100 career titles including 7 Grand Slams, he was a controversial character with his fiery attitude, but his ability on the courts was unquestioned. 8. Jimmy Connors. Jimmy Connors dominated the early 70s, having a ridiculous 99-4 record in 1974. Winning the 3 Grand Slams he entered that year. However, his association with World Team Tennis saw him banned and not able to have a chance at the sweep at the French Open. 7. Ivan Lendl. Ivan Lendl was one of the quieter men away from the court in the 80s, but he dominated on it. He was world number 1 for 270 weeks in that period, which was a record at that time. 6. Bjorn Borg. Bjorn Borg's dominance in the late 70s was ridiculous, seeing him win 5 consecutive Wimbledon titles from 1976-80. The final title of that cluster saw that mammoth 5-set blockbuster with John McEnroe. One of the greatest games of all time. 5. Pete Sampras. Surprisingly, Pete Sampras didn't actually complete the Grand Slam set, with the French Open eluding him. However, he was dominant on the hard and grass courts, topping the world rankings for 6 years straight despite his clay struggles. 4. Rod Laver. Rod Laver is the most successful player on this list with a staggering 200 titles to his name. He was also world number 1 for 7 consecutive years from 1964-70. His legacy on Australian tennis was huge, with centre court at the Australian Open being named after him. 3. Roger Federer. The Swiss ace is commonly branded as the GOAT, but he only gets the bronze medal in this list. Now in his 40s, he can still compete at the very top of the game. Injuries are hampering him at the moment, but you'd be a fool to back against him adding to his 20 Grand Slams. 2. Rafael Nadal. The King of Clay has the most Grand Slams in history out of any male tennis player with 22, owing most of that down to his clay surface dominance, taking his tally at Roland Garros to 14. He's been a pro for over 2 decades and has amassed 92 titles so far. One. Novak Djokovic. Djokovic has been enjoying his prime years and was virtually unbeatable in 2021. He was going for the calendar Grand Slam before a straight-set loss to Daniil Medvedev in the US Open quashed the dreams. He still has 87 career titles including 20 Grand Slams and like the top 3 on this list. He probably isn't done there.